Alright, YouTube, this is a 1999 F-250 with the 7.3 liter diesel in it. It's a powerstroke 7.3, which basically is throwing out white smoke, and I've done all the testing as far as electrical for the injector. It's throwing out white smoke off of cylinder number 5, which is on the passenger side. Third one back. It's throwing out white smoke, and it's not the injector is not faulty. The electrical is not faulty. I checked all the everything that I can check. And then the last thing I did check was the actual compression. And cylinder number 5 is right down in here, right underneath this intercooler pipe. Basically, it's not. It doesn't have any compression on that cylinder. It has 0. All the other cylinders tested fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start tearing this down, basically for a possible rebuild. Because if there's a catastrophic issue with the cylinder number 5, which could be rings, could be valves. At this point, I'm not sure, but it's time for a rebuild on this guy anyway. I'm not going to just go ahead and take out one piston and replace the replace any, just one ring set and put it back in there. That's not how I do things. If I replace a ring set on one piston, I'm tearing down pretty much the whole motor and doing a full rebuild on it. But I'm just showing you around the engine bay here. I've pretty much just started taking this apart. I wasn't going to shoot a video on this because I kind of just wanted to get it done, but I figured, hey, if anybody wants to follow along, I'm going to just probably do a segment on this and then do another segment as I go along and until I'm done. Took out the batteries, as you can see, the air filter housing, the intercooler pipe's already out, upper radiator hose, some covers, coolant reservoir tanks out, the other batteries out, and I just basically drain the coolant, and the coolant drains right out of that white knob there. You just loosen that up and it comes down right out of that spigot, or spigot, and it's nice and green. Truck was healthy. It's a nice healthy truck, and for some reason it just lost compression on that cylinder number 5. Guy I bought it from said he just finished going to the gas station, put diesel in it, fired it back up, got on the road. As soon as he's getting on the freeway off ramp or on ramp, get back on the freeway, it just lost a little bit of power, and out came the white smoke. But shit you not, I drove this. I live up in the top of the desert here, up in the high desert, and we have a nice little incline to get up here. I drove it up the hill. It's a 6-speed manual trans, and I drove it up here 70 miles an hour, smoking and all. And the truck ran good. But like I said, I thought I'd be able to get away with replacing an injector, or maybe possibly electrical issue, or something wasn't firing right, but no, I couldn't do that. So now I got to do the big boy work. So you follow along, and I'll show you some things here and there. Next thing I'm going to do is probably take off this the fan clutch. There's a big nut right there, big bolt right in the middle. I'll loosen that before I take off the belt, and I'll probably take off the belt, get rid of that alternator. This pipe, this down pipe here from the going to the intercooler. Basically, just going to start taking off components. What I'm going to initially do is I'm going to take off the passenger side head, because that's where the issue lays. And then once I get down in there, once I take that head off, I'll be able to tell a little bit more on what the issue is. And if I gather that it's just an issue with the head, where I just need a valve job done, or one of the valves isn't seating properly, then I'll just have that head rebuilt, and I'll put that back together, get it cleaned up, and get moving again. And I won't have to do the teardown, because I know this bottom end is really nice. As far as the main bearings and rod bearings, there's no issues with that. But like I said, if I'm going to tear it down, I'm going to replace all that stuff. But I'll keep you posted, and we'll go from there till part 2.